Hey guys, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. As you know, our theme for the week is how do we apply the midpoint formula? So today what I've done is I've taken a stack of playing cards and removed all the face cards, leaving us with only numbers. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this deck. The deck of cards will represent the coordinates that we're gonna apply to the problem. If you notice right now, our problem is completely blank. So let's get some coordinates. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this deck, and the deck is gonna represent the coordinates as mentioned prior. So here we go. Let's see what our first set of coordinates are. We have a -8 and a -2. Notice that for me, the red numbers will represent negative numbers. So we have a -8, comma, -2. That's going to be our coordinate for point A. Here is the second one. We have a +4 and a +4. So the black cards represent positive numbers. Okay, so we have a +4 and a +4. And this will represent B. Okay, great. Now we have our question. I'm gonna go ahead and put the deck up here. Okay, let's go ahead and plot the points. So A is at a -8, -2. Okay, here is A. And B is a +4, +4. So we have +4, +4. Okay, that represents B. All right, so now we have A, we have B. Let's go ahead and connect the points. This will give us line segment AB, which we will find the midpoint of. Okay, so the midpoint formula tells us that it's the sum of x1 and x2 divided by 2, and the sum of y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So let's go ahead and actually apply the coordinates to the formula. So we have, let's open up our parentheses, we have a x1. So our x1 here is going to be -8, and our x2 is going to be a +4. So let's go ahead and divide that by 2. And we have a -8 plus a +4. That's going to give us a -4 divided by 2. Our x coordinate is just going to be a -2. Okay, so we have our x coordinate. Now let's do the same thing for our y coordinates. All right, so we have a -2 is our y1. So we have a -2. And we have a +4 for y2. So we have a +4 for y2. We're going to take those and divide by 2. So a -2 plus 4 just gives us a +2 divided by 2 gives us 1. Okay, awesome. We have just solved for our midpoint. So our midpoint is at a -2, 1. So here is our midpoint. All right, let's go ahead and plot our midpoint. So our midpoint is represented by -2, +1. Boom, here we go. Here is our midpoint. We're gonna label that M, just as our problem asked, find the midpoint M of AB. So now that we have found the midpoint actually just represents the middle, yes, of the point, but it also creates two equal parts of our segment AB. So the first part is AM. So we can say line segment AM is congruent to line segment BM. We have created two equal parts that go ahead and divide AB into two equal parts. Okay, awesome. Now that we've done that, we've seen how to get the midpoint. This is going to be your time to practice. So I'm going to take away all these cards, and I'm going to generate your practice coordinates. Here we go. So here's your first coordinate for practice. You're going to solve for the midpoint of line segment AB that has coordinates +3, comma, -4, and B is -5, comma, +8. So here is your practice problem. Okay, here's practice. X1, Y1 is going to be 3, comma, -4, and your X2, Y2 is going to be a -5, comma, 8. So my question to you is, what is the midpoint? Alrighty, guys. Now it is your time to practice. Good luck.